Esteemed colleagues, very good evening. This video message is about the way we are to conduct our revision session, which we are to start from tomorrow. In certain classes, revision sessions are to start a day or 2 days later. So, whatever points I have noted down that we are to keep in our mind while conducting revision sessions, I'm going to share those points with all of you. I'm sure that you'll note down all these points, and later on, while conducting your revision sessions in all the classes, you'll take proper care of these points. First thing is that final examination in all non-board classes is very near. You'll be getting hardly 13 to 14 working days for conducting your revision. So, very short span is available with us. And in this very short span, we are to conduct strong revision sessions. This is my experience, my dear colleagues, that when we are conducting syllabus completion session, we are providing concept clarity to the students. But so far as examination preparation is concerned, or students' examination readiness is concerned, that depends to a great extent upon the way revision sessions are conducted. Revision is strong, students are thoroughly prepared for the examination. Revision is strong, students' confidence level goes very high. So revision is strong, students get examination ready. So this examination readiness is to be ensured in the coming days in all revision sessions that we are to conduct. I'm sure that all our teachers will take due care of this point, that revision is to be conducted in a very strong manner. Every teacher's revision will be strong if teacher is very energetic there in the class. If energy level is low, you'll not be able to enthuse the students. So I'm sure that you'll take care of your energy level. Liveliness means a lot when we are conducting a revision session. So please make sure that our body language is such, our oral communication is such, that students get this kind of impression about all of us, that we are really concerned about their performance in the examination. With high energy level, this concern regarding students' performance in the examination gets reflected. Now, as I said, that a lot of work is there which is to be revised in very few days. Therefore, during revision days, leave will not be appreciated at all. So I'm sure that keeping in view the students' need, keeping in view the fact that our students have got very few offline classes during this entire year, so whichever offline classes are available right now, during these offline classes, our teachers will not ask for any kind of leave. Now, a few points about the way we are to conduct our revision sessions during the class. You have all prepared your revision plans. In the revision plan, you have mentioned introduction of every chapter. So every chapter is to be introduced there in the class. And thereafter, it's very important that the entire chapter's examination's relevance should be shared with the students. We need to tell our students that if this particular chapter is thoroughly understood by all the students, then these many marks can be ensured in the final examination. Means we must tell our children that out of this chapter, if your question paper is of 40 marks or your question paper is of 80 marks, then 5 marks paper will surely come out of this chapter, or 7 marks paper will surely come out of this chapter. This clarity should be given to the students, because when this clarity is given to the students, it always motivates the student. They'll definitely pay more attention to you, because they'll get to know that these many marks will be ensured if they pay attention to you. Then make sure that students have their classwork notebook there right on their table along with their book. After introducing and after sharing the examinational relevance with the students, it's important that we raise questions to the students. Now, when we raise question to the students, the question should be such which once again is as per the format of examination. And we must tell our children that the kind of questions that you're going to share with the students or that you're going to pose to the children, it will not only give them a thorough revision of the chapter, rather it will also give them the exposure of the sort of questions which they are to have there in the examination. Sort of questions means the kind of form of questions that students are to have in their examination. Such questions should be raised to the children in the class so that they may be examination ready. When a question is raised to the children and we are getting answers from the students, well, I would like to make this request to all of you that it is not this that only bright students are asked questions. We are to ask question from a bright student. We get the answer. After getting the answer, we should pose the same question to one of those students who is not that strong in terms of his understanding level or in terms of his performance in the examination so far, or in terms of his performance in the test so far. So such students should also be asked questions. And after that, same question is to be repeated by the teacher. This is very important, that the teacher repeats the answer. Answer is required to be repeated by the teacher. And I'll appreciate if the teacher repeats the answer without referring to any child's notebook. I've often seen that when we are conducting revision, then certain teachers take the notebook of the child and referring to the notebook they raise questions, and then referring to the notebook they give answers to the students. Well, if this is the pattern of our preparation, or if this is the pattern of our revision there in the class, in a way we are giving this impression to our students that they don't need to attend the school. They can refer to their notebook, and that way at home also, and that way they'll be able to prepare themselves for their examination. Well, you have all prepared your lesson plans. Please refer to your lesson plan and refer to the book. Lesson plan and book. You need to refer to that for conducting your effective revision session. Please don't take any child's homework notebook for conducting revision. So, after getting the answer from the student, give a comprehensive reply to the whole class. And when you are giving the comprehensive reply to the comprehensive answer to the whole class, it's very important that whichever key words are there, those words we are to write on the board. Whichever key phrases are there, those key phrases should be written on the board. Whichever, if suppose a long answer is there, then whichever key sentences are there, those key sentences should be written on the board. And if long answer is there, then crux of the entire answer is to be written on the board. So that way we are to make use of writing board also, and whatever we are writing on the board, we should tell the children to note down the same in their classwork notebook. So this is the pattern that we are to follow before we move from question number 1 to question number 2. So before moving from question number 1 to question number 2, this is what a teacher is supposed to do. Raise question, get answer from a bright child, then pose the same question to the weak student, get the answer, give comprehensive reply, and while giving comprehensive answer to the entire class, we are to write certain points on the board. We need to assign learning work every day and written work on alternate days. I repeat, learning work is to be assigned every day and written work is to be assigned on alternate days. Whatever work we are giving to the children, please write it on the board and tell the children to make a note of that in your presence in their homework diary. So homework is to be noted down by the students in the presence of the subject teacher in their homework diary. So I repeat, learning work is to be assigned every day and written work is to be assigned on alternate days. A lot of exposure of the form of questions or of the kind of questions which students are to get in their examination, that is to be given to the students. Strong recapitulation of the work assigned and done in the class a day before is very important. Like you are assigning them learning work. So if learning work has been assigned, it is very important that next day when the teacher enters the class, then the teacher raises questions based on the previous day's learning work and based on the previous day's work done in the class. And this is very important that those students who are non-responsive children, stubbornly non-responsive, मतलब ढीठ हैं और वो काम बिल्कुल नहीं करते, every day you find them absolutely blank. So if suppose on 2 days you find any such child who is absolutely blank, please make a note of that. Mention that name in your daily diary. The daily diary, when it is submitted to coordinator madam, she will also support you. She will make sure that she makes a phone call to the parents, or she herself can counsel this kind of stubbornly non-responsive child. She can give that name to me also. I can also talk to that child and I can motivate the child to work better so that that child's performance in the class is good and that child's performance in the examination is also good. So that way we have to make collective efforts, my dear colleagues, and we need to make sure that effective, impactful, powerful, strong revision sessions are conducted there in the class. And when strong revision sessions are there in the class, we can hope that our children will give us very good results when examination is conducted on 3rd of March. Thank you so much. Please acknowledge the video and kindly make sure that all the points which are discussed in this video message, those are noted down by all of you, and tomorrow or day after tomorrow, the revision sessions that we are to conduct, all revision sessions are as per all these points which have been discussed here. Thank you so much. Thank you.